Reading.
Listen and practice.
The Great Wall is in China. The Chinese built the Great Wall thousands of years ago. They wanted to protect their country from unfriendly people. First, they built small walls around their towns. Then the emperor, Shi Huangdi, joined the walls and built new parts. He wanted to make one long wall, the Great Wall. Shi Huangdi was the first Qin emperor. The name Qin sounds like chin. The word China comes from the name Qin. Shi Huangdi made many changes in China. He wanted China to be strong and modern. But many Chinese did not like Shi Huangdi. He didn't care about the people. Many people died because of his changes. Thousands of men worked on the Great Wall. It was very hard work. Many men got sick and died. Over 1 million people died to make the wall. Their bodies are buried in the wall. Some people say the Great Wall is the Wall of Death. Other Chinese emperors added to the wall and made it better. The Ming emperors added thousands of tall, strong buildings in the years 1368 to 1644. Men stayed in the buildings to protect and repair the wall. They were called guards. Sometimes more than 1 million guards worked on the wall. They were born on the wall and grew up there. They married there and died there. Many guards lived on the Great Wall all their lives. Sometimes unfriendly men came to the wall to start problems. The guards made a fire to show they needed help. Guards from other parts of the wall ran along the top of the wall to help them. We don't know exactly how long the Great Wall is. There are many different parts of the wall, and some parts fell down. The wall is about 4,000 miles, 6,400 kilometers long, and about 25 feet, 7.6 meters high. It is about 15 feet, 4.6 meters wide at the top. Buses and cars can drive along it. Today, the Great Wall is the largest structure in the world. Some people say you can see the Great Wall from space. But in 1969, an astronaut who traveled in space said he did not see any buildings, not even the Great Wall.
Listen and practice.
I get up at 5:15 every morning and go running. Then, after I have a shower and a quick breakfast, I take the subway to work. I usually do some work on the subway. I get to work at 7 in the morning, and I usually work until 8 at night. After I get home, I have dinner. Then I read the newspaper before bed. I usually go to bed about 11 o'clock.
Listen and practice.
I remember one morning when I was in 5th grade. The teacher was explaining something when a police officer came into our classroom. He said that he wanted to talk to me. I felt really scared. The police officer told the teacher that he had to take me out of class immediately. I didn't want to go, and I started crying. But he walked me down the stairs and out into the schoolyard. There was a woman there, and he asked her, "Is this the boy?" She looked at me for a second and said, "No, that's not him." So the police officer said, "Sorry, son, my mistake." Then he took me back to the classroom. Apparently, a boy did something really bad, and the police were looking for him, but it wasn't me.
Listen and practice.
Emily's grandma lives in a forest. She is very, very old. Nobody knows how old she is. She doesn't know her date of birth either. It doesn't matter. She grows her own vegetables and cooks her own food. Once in a while, her children and grandchildren come to visit her. She enjoys living alone. She doesn't care how old she is. One day, Emily and her two brothers came to clean their grandma's house. When they started moving her things around in the house, they found an old piece of paper. It was her birth certificate. On it, they found Grandma's date of birth. Grandma was born on April 5th, 1916.
Listen and practice.
Karen felt so tired one morning. She didn't want to wake up. Her mother touched her head and said, "Karen, you are so hot. You have a fever. You will not go to school today." Karen was happy. She could stay home with her mom. It would be a fun day at home. Then her mom took out a pill. She said, "This pill will help you break the fever." Karen didn't like the pill. Her mom said, "Don't you want to get better soon?" Finally, Karen agreed to give it a try. Karen's mother showed her how to take the medicine. Then she put the pill in Karen's mouth and said, "You're a good girl. You can do it." Karen took a big drink of water. Then she moved her head back quickly and swallowed. When she opened her mouth, the pill was gone.
Listen and practice.
Alice and her dad walk beside the river. They are taking their dog Snoopy for a walk. It is a beautiful day in early March. The sun is high and warm. There are no clouds in the sky. All of a sudden, Snoopy sees something on the ice. He runs to catch it. Alice shouts, "No! Stop, Snoopy!" But it is too late. The ice breaks and Snoopy falls into the cold water. Alice runs to help her dog, but Dad stops her. "Do not go on the ice," he says. Then he calls 911. Soon the firefighters arrive. They crawl on a ladder over the ice to save the little dog. When they bring it back to shore, Alice cries. She is so happy. The fireman says, "You were smart. Never go on the ice to save your dog. It is too dangerous. Do not trust the ice in late winter. Always call for help."
Listen and practice.
Sandy is 7 years old. Recently, his mom noticed that Sandy worries about things a lot. Every night before bed, Sandy's mom fills the bathtub for her son to take a bath. She used to fill it more than half full so that he could enjoy his hot bath. But now Sandy asks his mom to shut off the tap when the tub is only 1/3 full. Why? Sandy tells his mom that it is not easy for water to come to the tap. He doesn't want to waste any. He says, "Our teacher said that many people have trouble getting drinking water. Some kids walk miles to fetch water." Mom is moved by her little son. She tells her friends, "Sandy is only 7, but he thinks about how to solve problems in the world." She then adds, "Shouldn't we all do our share to save this planet? We should not let our children worry all the time." Yes, they all agree.
Listen and practice.
A farmer needs a donkey for one day. He finds a man who can rent a donkey to him. The farmer pays $1 to use the donkey for the day. It is a very hot day. The two men want to stand in the shade cast by the donkey's body. There is a problem. The shadow is only big enough to protect one of them from the hot sun. The two men began to argue. "I paid for the donkey for one day," cries one farmer. "The shadow is mine to use today." The man who owns the donkey says, "I let you use my donkey, but I did not rent its shadow to you." Soon the men begin to fight. While they are fighting, the donkey walks away, and the shadow goes away too.
Listen and practice.
One morning, a man found that one of his sheep was missing from the pen. Where has it gone? He was puzzled. After checking the pen carefully, he found a hole in the wall of the pen. A wolf had broken into the pen and eaten the sheep. "Well," he said, "the wolf has taken one of my sheep." So he walked away sadly and went to tell his neighbor. The man's neighbor said, "You had better fix the hole quickly." The man said, "The sheep has already been taken. What is the use of fixing the hole?" Then, the next morning, when he went to check his sheep, he found that another sheep was missing. The wolf had come back and eaten a sheep again. Now the man understood that his neighbor was right. Immediately he fixed the hole. From then on, no more sheep were taken by the wolf.
Listen and practice.
Joe has a sweet tooth. That means he likes to eat sweets. But there is a problem. Joe doesn't like to brush his teeth. His mother says, "If you don't brush your teeth, soon you're going to get a toothache." Joe says, "If my teeth hurt me, I will have them pulled out." His mother laughs. "It's not that easy," she says. "Would you like to know what happens if you pull out all of your teeth?" Yes. Joe is very interested. Everyone only gets 2 sets of teeth. First, we get baby teeth. At age 6, our baby teeth fall out, and we grow new, strong teeth, says his mother. "And then what?" asks Joe. "After that, we don't grow new teeth anymore. So if you get the teeth pulled out, you won't be able to eat all the delicious food that you like," says his mother. Oh no! Joe now knows how bad things can be if he does not take care of his teeth.